How do you achieve maximum value for your mineral rights? It's all about timing. Today, we're going to be talking about when to sell if you want to achieve maximum value. So stay tuned and learn something. Howdy folks, my name is Steven Hatcher and I'm the creator of Minerals Guy. The best in the oil and gas business and really any business sector know how to do this, exiting at the peak of value. Today we're going to be talking about how to think like the pros, how to be strategic about when you exit. So let's dive in. In our third series, we're talking about when your mineral rights are most valuable and how timing impacts their value. And whether you're thinking about selling, you're on the fence, or you just want to understand more about the value of your mineral rights, timing is absolutely critical. And here's what we've been talking about. High prices plus high activity equals high value. In episode 1 of this series, we talked about high prices. We talked about the global, dynamic, and cyclical market for oil and natural gas. In episode 2, we talked about what high activity looks like and the types of activity that can drive value. And today we're talking about timing, right? So the temporal aspects of value and the interdependence of price and activity. Your mineral rights, like other assets that you may own on your personal balance sheet, like homes and stocks and bonds, fluctuate in value, right? The value of them is not static in that it changes through time. And that's especially the case when it comes to oil and gas assets, which can be extremely volatile. Now, I like to view mineral valuation as a spectrum of price and activity, so that as prices rise and as activity rises, the value of your minerals rise, represented by the areas of this chart shown in green. But as prices fall and activity falls, right, the value of your mineral rights also falls, represented by the areas of this chart shown in red. So when are your minerals most valuable? In absolute terms, your minerals are most valuable at the point in time at which prices and activity are both high, right? But this is in a perfect world. This is in a vacuum, and we do not live in a perfect world. So what if your minerals are developed at a time when prices are moderate or low? So you have high activity, but moderate to low prices. Alternatively, what if prices are high, but you haven't seen new activity on your property in years, right? So you have high prices, but low activity. So in both of these cases, you have one factor, but not both in your favor. And I would say that most of the time, this is going to be the case. And while your minerals may not be at the absolute peak of possible value, they could still have significant worth. It may also be the case that one of the factors overpowers the other. And now a great example of this is the Permian Basin back in 2016, right? Prices were at a low, right? We were at the bottom of a bust cycle, but activity was ramping up, consolidation was ramping up in the Permian Basin. Now, oil and gas properties in the Permian Basin during this time were trading at extremely high valuations. So in this case, activity overpowered price. So what happens if you have neither high prices nor high activity? And what I tell folks is that unless there's some personal or exigent circumstance, you may be better off holding your minerals until one of these factors turns in your favor. Okay, folks, so let's wrap it up. So going back to the top of the funnel, we've been talking about when your mineral rights are most valuable, right? If you want to understand more about the value of your mineral rights, then you have to be thinking about prices and activity, right? Where are we in the price cycle? What activity is going on around your piece of property? And you have to think strategically about when to sell or exit if you want to lock in a return like the pros. If you need help with your specific situation, that's what we're here for. That's why we created Minerals Guy, and we hope that you'll reach out to us. You can reach us in the comments below. You can also find us on our website, mineralsguide.com. You can also reach me personally by email, steven@mineralsguide.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.